Oh man, so another big day for Phantom, up 3.5% at the time of recording as Bitcoin leads the pack up 4% today, allowing many altcoins to get moving with another green candle. We know Phantom had a good green day yesterday, followed it up with another green day, and I've seen something on the weekly chart, which is a key level which we can nearly get to, hold, and it's going to be a key level for us to move forward. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share a few updates on the ecosystem as well, so make sure you stay tuned to the very end. Make sure you're hitting up that like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Don't forget to check out NordVPN, links in the description. We've also set up a mastermind. Yes, there's going to be a live mastermind where we have 3 or 4 weekly live streams which you can subscribe to for about $30 a month. It's going to be. So if you want to be one of the first users in there, the first 10 members to sign up will get free access to my technical analysis course, which I'm working on. That's going to be a jam-packed, teachable course with a whole bunch of different lectures, which I'll continuously add to, covering various routes of me charting, looking at different indicators, how I do my TA. That's all going to be in that. So the first 10 users who sign up to my monthly mastermind group, where you can ask me live questions daily on the market, critique your portfolio, all that kind of stuff, head into the Discord, pin comment below. Make sure you private message me there and let me know you want to be one of the first 10 to join the mastermind group. Right, let's get straight into the charts. And what we can see here on the hourly first is we can see Phantom's had a really strong day, right? We've got a good bounce here yesterday from the bottom of our channel, and now we've got a good bounce here today off our 200 moving average here, 200 hour moving average. We've not had to come down to 126 at the moment for any support, which is good. And now we need to work our way higher. We need to work our way higher beyond this pivot point here at 134. After 134, we then got to be looking at this pivot point at about here, which is 143. So remember those levels, 134 and 143 are key levels for us to work through on this channel. But so far, we're looking good. We're building some momentum. We're well off our bottoms now at when we were 103, right? A lot of people were panicking when we were sitting at 103. We're already 25% up from there. So any of the dip buying you guys have managed to do, that's going to be superbly in the green. It's going to offset some of those which you in at higher levels on the way down, right? That's how it works here. Now we're going to look at all the other different time frames on Phantom as well, because there's a lot of things I want to show you. But also before that, we need to look at Bitcoin. If you don't watch my video from earlier, make sure you go watch that one, because I explain in detail what's going on with Bitcoin. But the short of it here for now is we needed to break through 42.5 hit. We managed to do that. We managed to run up today to 43. We're now coming back to retest the line at 42.5. Hopefully we can get a good bounce from here and then work our way to the top of the wedge. Remember, the top of the wedge, let me just switch over to the 4-hourly. The top of the wedge is at 44.5, and this is a key level for us. Yep, this white line is a key level for us. We got rejected 1, 2, 3 times. We need to get through there and break to the upside for all of our bullish scenarios on Phantom to play out. Now, what is the wider market doing? Because we know we have to look at the wider market. We want to know where Bitcoin's going. The wider market are rebounding today after a red day yesterday. Remember, Jerome Powell tried to spook investors, right? He came out with a whole bunch of negative tones around, you know, nothing would stop him from doing a double rate hike, and that if you look here, if we conclude that it's appropriate to move more aggressively than 25 basis points, then we would do so, right? So he's coming out with more hawkish tonality, which was very interesting. Tried to shock the market. He's trying to manage inflation expectations, and the market's kind of taken it in its stride. It didn't really panic too much. In fact, if we head on over to our Fed rate monitor tool, you guys know I've shared this with you as a golden nugget of a tool for us to monitor. We can see that for the main meeting, the market has now shifted what it's priced in. It's now pricing in 2/3 probability of a double rate hike. So Jerome Powell's trying to rug pull here, didn't quite work. The market's managed to price that in, and despite that, they're still okay. In other words, the market's saying it's okay. We're expecting 2% Fed funds rate by the end of the year. Even if we're at 3% by the mid of next year, we're all right. We need to get on with it. We know you're not going to be accommodative. We're going to have to do things through the health of the economy, and we're feeling pretty confident we could do it, right? So they're moving from an environment where they're so worried about interest rates to now focusing on earnings. What will smash the markets is if we get bad earnings, and that could have an impact on crypto as well. But we'll come through to that as of when the earnings come out. So that's what we're looking at on Bitcoin. What does that therefore mean on Phantom? Well, on the 4-hourly chart, you can still see we're in this channel. We've got that key level we need to get to here at 142. Then we've got some key levels at 147 and 165. Those are the ones we need to worry about in order to start really building out of this recovery. Now, if we head over to the daily chart, what I want to show you is I bring out the EMA ribbon. You can see we're starting to test the bottom of the EMA ribbon. Now, the last few times we've done this, so you can see once here, we got rejected here, we got rejected here, we got rejected here. Will we get rejected again? So that's 4 times in a row we got rejected on our EMA ribbon on the daily. Will we get rejected here, or are we finally going to start moving to the upside and breaking through some of these key levels? That's what we're looking out for right now. We're probably, the bottom of the EMA ribbon comes in at about 135. So we're about 5 cents away from that. Is that EMA ribbon going to act as pressure to the downside, or can we start flipping that EMA ribbon into a bullish one? Now, the other way to look at that is to look at the weekly. And on our weekly chart, we can see something very interesting, because if I bring this right into the middle there, you can see that for the first time dating back, first time dating back all the way to December 2021, we've had 2 green weekly candles show up. Now, this weekly candle is obviously not finished. Still got 5 days, but if we can continue this momentum, if stocks can continue feeling positive, if Bitcoin can continue feeling positive over the next 4 or 5 days, we could have 2 solid green candles here on Phantom, which we've not had for many weeks here. You can see it's just been pure decimation as Bitcoin and all altcoins have been falling, and now Phantom's starting to create some green. But the key thing is the bottom of our EMA ribbon on the weekly sits at 134. So that question is, can we get above to 134, which we know is a key level from the hourly, which we've just looked at? But more importantly, if we can get above 165, and the exact number being 173, we can start thinking about flipping our weekly EMA ribbon bullish. That's the work we need to do. We really got a whole bunch of work here to do to get above here to 173, and then we can set ourselves up for an explosive move to the upside. And you can monitor that. You can go back into history, not just on Phantom, but even on Bitcoin, and look at times when the weekly EMA ribbon has been flipped bullish, when you've had a close of your weekly candle above the EMA ribbon. It normally sets you up for an explosive move to the upside, and that is something we want to make sure our portfolio is prepared for. So we definitely want to make sure we have the right allocations. As far as I'm concerned, when I look at this from the daily chart, you guys know anything below the 200-day moving average, which is this teal colored line here, I love to nibble in, I love to buy. So even whilst we continue to be below here, I continue to nibble and add to my positions as I feel fit if the price is right. I'm not chasing green candles. If there's 2 big green days like we've had, I'm not buying. But if there's a pullback day, I would be ready to top up a little bit more if I felt I needed it based on my portfolio allocations. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to talk about is this, because a lot of people were, kind of missing this, and shout out to Phantom Daily for the graphic, but AAVE version 3 is live on Phantom, and we've kind of known about it, and it's gone a little bit under the radar, but people need to understand something. Let's head over to DeFi Llama, and let's head into Phantom. So you can see Phantom is sitting here at 6.67 billion, and it's starting to recover after the whole Andre Cronje FUD. It's starting to get its groove back, right? We're up 4% over the week here on total value locked, and we're feeling pretty good. But if we head into Ethereum, and we look at the different protocols on Ethereum, AAVE, sitting at number 4, has 8.75 billion in total value locked on the Ethereum network. Guys, think about it. So AAVE as a single protocol has more TVL than the whole of the Phantom ecosystem, right? So bringing a supercharged version of AAVE to Phantom, which will hopefully bring a lot of those people who are using AAVE on Ethereum to come and try Phantom. Come and try Phantom. Look at the transaction speed. Look at the less transaction fees and gas fees, right? Come and experience that. And hopefully they will stick, and hopefully we can move some of that across into the Phantom ecosystem. Definitely a big thing which we want to monitor to see how that progresses over the next months here. Definitely a big thing which has gone under the radar, and these are the fundamentals we need to look at. Price is a lagging measure, okay? These kind of things like different projects coming on, different protocols moving on, partnerships, integrations, these are fundamental factors which we need to look at. These are the things that mean Phantom becoming a better ecosystem, and ultimately that's what we're investing in. So we need to pay more weight to things like this than just looking at price and having green candle disease and focusing on price being green. Okay, really important. So Just to wrap things up, fear and greed index sitting here at 26. We've come down a little bit from the 30 yesterday, in part due to Jerome Powell. If we refresh this tomorrow, chances are we'll be back around 30 or thereabout when they take their next reading. If we look at the Bitcoin dominance, which was very interesting, you can see we're starting to see a little bit of a tick back. We've a bit of a green day today after a fall in dominance yesterday. But again, the theory is as Bitcoin gets running, Bitcoin will take a lot of the lion's share of the dominance. And then when Bitcoin has its run and it's been a bit more exhausted, that those proceeds tend to move. That's the rotation we tend to see. That's the pattern we've seen for many, many years. And will that continue to play out? That's something we'll have to monitor during this next run-up. There you have it, guys. There is an update on what we're seeing in the price of FANTOM. Those are the updates. That's what we're seeing. If you appreciate this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to join our live streams, our new live streams, which we're launching, our masterminds, where you can have your portfolio critique, ask me questions. How do I do this on TA? What makes me do this? How do I look at tokenomics? Any other questions you've got, join the mastermind and you will have access to our members only live streams for you to take advantage of. Jump into Discord, pin comment below. You'll be able to message me in there directly. Send me a private message and say, I want to be one of the first. Remember, the first 10 members who subscribe to our members only live streams will get free access to my technical analysis master course, which will become available as and when it's ready to launch. You're not going to want to miss that one, guys. It's going to be a huge, huge course. Something which you'll be able to store away and use for reference. Just teaching you everything I know from a technical analysis perspective. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next